Hi guys, welcome to this session on Microsoft Visio. In this module, I want to look at creating a diagram for an office. So here we have an example of an office, and on this side an example of several offices with a reception area and a seating area for visitors. So first of all, let's just move these out of the way. In fact, I'll just delete that one off for a minute and delete this one off. Zoom my screen up a little bit, and then let's start bringing the shapes onto the screen. So I've activated the size and position window so that when I bring a wall, for example, onto the screen, you get the dimensions straight away for that wall. So there's a 3-meter wall. Let's say that's going to be 5 meters. And I click away from that, that becomes 5 meters. And when you click away from the shape, you'll notice that the actual measurement disappears. There is a feature that you can drag onto your screen which will give you dimensions of your, in this case, walls, which you can expand if you grab the right bit, which then gives you the actual outside dimension of that wall. Now let's bring another wall in, spin this one round and just get it to snap into position. Let's say this is a 3-meter wall coming down, and let's bring it down again. Bring it down. If I can get control of my mouse, like so. I need to zoom down a little bit. Now this 5-meter wall is going to be the same on the other side, so I just need that to snap into position, and same for this one. Move that one across so we've got a room. Just get that to snap into position as well. Now if I put the dimension controllers on each of these, so you can see the length of it. Five meters. Now as you build up the room, these are all preset in terms of size, and you can swing this around to open inward or outward. So we'll leave it like that, open it inward, and then let's place some furniture. So these are office tables or meeting tables. Now they've all got their own different sizes, but obviously when you go to the shop you will hopefully measure a table and make sure it fits in the room. So when you bring these tables into your diagram, you can see straight away whether this size of table, which is quite large, is going to fit. So I'm going to reduce this one and say this is going to be 900 by 900. It makes it slightly smaller, and then you can position it somewhere like so, and then maybe a desk for yourself. Let's bring that table in. Again, the measurements come preset, but normally, let's try this. 1200 millimeter by 600 millimeter. That is the size of desks that I used to have in my training room. So then you get that size desk, and this looks quite large now. So maybe I should bring that down to 600. Buy a table for 600 by 600. It'd probably go too small, but it's only a seating area. Okay, so that now is a similar size to this. Desk chair, bring that in there and then spin that round. So the measurement for this table is not set. So again, if I go back to the measurement, I can make this show the measurement or the dimensions of this table by adjusting this like so. There's a 600mm, and then same for this table itself. So you get the measurements sitting like that, and you can do that for the chair, you can do that for this. I will do that for this actually. Just bring that in so it gives you the measurements of this table. Now when I've done this myself in my own office, you find it quite hard to measure some types of rooms. I mean, this one's fairly straightforward because it's got straight walls. The office I used to have had alcoves and bits jutting out, which makes all this quite a difficult process to get the things to fit in as you want them. Now, office equipment, what we've got here, just PCs and stuff like that, but I don't want any of those. Office accessories, pool table, office accessories. Okay, oh, can I have a man relaxing? No. I'll have a plant. Everybody likes a plant. Sit a plant there. Strange looking plant. Now, I'm going to search for chairs. In fact, let's just see if there's any more. We've got cubicles, but these are quite big, and quick shapes just gives you basic stuff. These desk chairs, I want a, let's just go for a chair, see what comes up. A lounge chair, that'll do. Oh no, guest chairs, I see these 3 guest chairs. How big are those? They're quite intrusive, aren't they? So let's go for a lounge chair. That's bigger than the table, so how big's that? So therefore this table probably needs to be slightly bigger. So if I have 2 of these chairs, so I'm using my control key when I move things to drag them across. So this table probably needs to be 800 in terms of size. That's what we'll go for. 800. Then I need to adjust this to fit the new dimensions, so it shows 800 like so. I'm not going to put dimensions on the chairs, but you could put the dimensions on the chairs, because if you print this off, it's going to show you the dimensions. I haven't got the dimension down the back either, but all of those things will help when you print these things off, and if you're giving it to somebody else to do, they then can follow those dimensions. There's lots of different chairs there. Yeah, okay, let's get back to this. So don't forget while you're doing this that if you move things accidentally, like the walls, it can knock things out of sync. So you would want to use layers and create layers and lock these down, then add things to it, create another layer, maybe create a layer for the table. Layers are up here, remember, layer properties, so you've got different layers, you can create new layers and then lock things down with a little tick box. And if you've created a room like this that you think you might need elsewhere, you can add them to a stencil. You create your new stencil, so that is just new stencil, and then add shapes. So there's the office block that I showed you earlier, and there's a single room that I showed you earlier in addition to this room. So if I bring that one on, that's one that I did earlier. I've got windows in this one and more dimensions, so you can see the dimensions there between the desk and the door, and then there's a filing cabinet there with the dimensions. You've got the window, you've got the outside wall dimensions, you've got the desk dimensions the same as we have there. except it's sitting inside a bit, and they've even got the chair dimensions. So that will just help anybody who needs to follow this plan or buy the furniture. Obviously, you can't use measurements for furniture that don't exist, so usually the furniture you select will dictate the size. Then you have to come back and check whether that size of furniture will fit into the space that you have. So it's not just a 5-minute job, you need to spend a bit of time looking at furniture sizes and the floor space you have for your office. But that's the end of this little session. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.